Okay, so this is what I'd sound like, and this is... This week's Weird Wednesday is sponsored by the Ghost Wreck Files of Salem Express. Hey guys, and welcome to this week's Weird Wednesday. So before we get started, we just want to say a massive thank you to Robin, who's jumping in behind the camera to record this episode, as James is on his holidays. Bless him. So hashtag Robin to replace James, because James sucks. Yep. Anyway, let's get on with this week's weird news. So floodwater brings a surprise. So emergency workers were left stunned when they found a dead bull shark in a puddle. As they carried out inspection work after Cyclone Debbie last week. That was Australia, wasn't it?
Yes, because that's what killed Great Bit Irish.
The shark was found in the middle of the road as floodwater receded following the cyclone. Yeah. It's unusual, driving along, there's just a bull shark.
Yep, just having a whale of a time in a puddle.
So the bull shark was found in North Queensland and is the only victim of the Burger King.
Burger King, yeah. Sounds like Burger King.
I thought that was a typo.
No. That's apparently the Birkenhead flooding.
Okay. Bull sharks are commonly found in the area, normally in the water though, not on the side of the road. But this cyclone brought destruction sort of throughout Australia and damaged an already fragile barrier reef, which we've talked about in last week's Scuba Tube and previous weeks.
And previous weeks, and previous weeks, and the previous weeks, yeah.
We talk about it a lot because it's quite serious.
It is. It's only quite serious, So... Cruise ships have cancelled tours. So tourists have been left devastated
Tourists have been left devastated as a standard whale sighting tour goes horribly wrong.
The group came across a pod of 4 orcas, which is a rare sight to see these days, and obviously they were delighted on seeing this beautiful creature. But as soon as they kept eyes on it, a whaling ship decided to turn up.
This is terrible.
I know. So you got all these guys, they're taking pictures, they're having a whale of them. You got families.
A whale of a time.
Well over time. Anyway, the ship's crew then realised what was going to happen, so they tried to intervene, but it was too late, and the whaling boat started harpooning the pod of orcas in front of the tourists.
Crazy.
Because of this, cruise ships have now cancelled all tours, so this doesn't happen again. But yeah, what a thing to happen. I'm going to go out with my family, go out early in the morning.
And this whaling boat comes in, just harpoons a bunch of orcas.
4 of them. Whaling is legal in the area while tours take place, or whether tours take place, should I say. But people are urging to ban it and create more money from actual whaling tourism rather than hunting them down.
Yeah, one of my friends did a lot of work in that in the Red Sea, whereas actually you're going to make more money sort of getting divers in to go dive with these sharks than the fishermen in the area and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So he managed to actually overturn that. Hey, but a man in Florida has just got a surprise. A man was watching TV with his wife when all of a sudden they heard a massive crash behind his house. Unusual, you say? Yeah. They went out back to investigate what the noise was and noticed that their swimming pool had been torn. So not knowing sort of what to expect, they slowly pulled the screen back until they had a little bit of a surprise. In their swimming pool was none other than a catfish.
Yes. A catfish falling from the skies.
Not knowing what to do with the fish, the man called the police.
I mean, that's a bit silly.
As you do.
Yeah.
And they managed to catch the fish in a bucket and get it out of their swimming pool. How bizarre. It turns out the fish had talon marks on it, meaning it's most likely been plucked out of the water by a large bird and then just kind of wriggled free just in time to land in a swimming pool. That's
timing.
Kind of good luck. He was planning that.
Yeah, it was just like,
the police then let the catfish free in a nearby lake. So, happy story.
A happy story, very random story.
Weird Wednesday story.
It's like, do you know what? The dodo where that article came from, they think of us and the show and what we want to do. So, blowhole breathalyzer. So, researchers have been using breathalyzers to check the health of orcas. Southern resident killer whales are an endangered population of orcas, and they live off the western coast of the awesome British Columbia. Anyway, yeah, so you moved it. And scientists have been using the breathalyzers to monitor the health of these whales. Awesome. What they do is capture microbes which are spurting out of the whale's blowholes, and the results are very interesting. The species of killer whales actually carry pathogens that cause disease in humans, including salmonella. So we say it before, we'll say it again, whales are plotting to take over the world.
It's biological
It's
warfare.
not zombies, it's not chickens, it's not cows, it is whales. They're going to grow legs and kill us all. Anyway, the researchers have actually spent the past couple of years collecting the data, and now they're filtering out whether these types of bacteria have naturally occurred in the whales, or, we're polluting the environment and it's all our fault.
It's
And
probably us.
Yeah, it probably is. Everything seems to be us. But yeah, just imagine that. It's like, what have you done for the past 2 years? I've been collecting
Whale breath.
whale breath.
Like breathalyzer on
Sorry,
a
mate,
stick.
you cannot drive home. You can't on a road.
You're over
I've
the
only
limit.
had one, mate. I've only had one. What's the one about? I love you.
So this poor grey whale has just, we're trying to get rid of its set of braces. A grey whale has been spotted in the Santa Barbara area, which has been photographed with what most people think is some kind of lobster trap stuck on its head. You feel really bad for this whale. An alert was issued on Sunday about the whale. And it was last seen on Monday, but people are now sort of taking to the waters to try and find it to actually sort of get the thing off of it.
Yeah.
Sadly, it comes at a very busy time as 21,000 grey whales are migrating to Alaska.
Only some then. It's fine.
So the likelihood of finding the specific whale is fairly slim. There's quite a lot of ocean out there.
Just a bit.
Just a bit. Unfortunately, this isn't a new thing though. Just in 2017 alone, 5 grey whales have been spotted with lobster traps sort of stuck on their heads or part of them. Or it might just be the same whale, just kind of being crafty.
Yeah.
Or looking for help. They seem to do that a lot.
Yes.
What people think is that it was just kind of like cruising along the bottom. It got stuck in the trap, and then of course it can't really swim backwards.
Yeah. Again, humans, we've got a lot to answer for, haven't we? We are ruining things.
Right.
So 6 people have been buying, well, they've been caught buying from the black market. So when you think of the black market, you think of arms deals, nuclear weapons, dodgy internet stuff, cannabis, cocaine. No, it's shellfish. So 6 people.
Shellfish.
They're very shellfish. Shellfish. So 6 people have been caught buying shellfish on the black market. Obviously, it's an endangered species or something like that. So it's not just like your normal one you can buy in a supermarket. Yeah, they just thought, let's live life a bit differently.
Some oysters.
Yeah, boy, some oysters on the black market. Anyway, of course they were convicted and fined. The most expensive fine was $8,500, and they were sentenced to 8 months in home detention with 150 hours of community service, all for some shellfish.
Buying some shellfish.
All for buying some shellfish. But the funny thing is, though, the investigation started way back in January 2015, and obviously having 6 people involved, it's taken a long time to come to a head and all that sort of thing. Considering it's been January, so what?
2 and a bit years.
Yeah, something like that. Or something like that. So it just proves how serious New Zealand take, the black market and shellfish on the black market.
They've got their own dedicated task force.
Come on, someone buy some. They've got they go out there and they post on and say, I've got some shellfish, do you want to buy some? Come on, was it baits? Is it snatches or something like that? I don't know what it's called. Something like that. Yeah, it's weird.
In other news, a big surf competition was postponed due to fish in the water.
What?
Believe it or not.
What is this madness?
So the semi-final of a large surfing competition at Margaret River in Australia was postponed due to there being too many fish in the water. There's a bit more of a reason.
No, we need to cull fish. How dare they? Kelly Slater wants to kill sharks. We need to kill fish.
So the large shoals of fish were attracting sharks, and it all turned into a bit of a feeding frenzy right where they were competing. So the head judge, Rich Porter, called a 20-minute break for the fish to disperse.
Do you know who told the fish to get there to break up the competition? Whales. They told them to do it. They tell you, mate, they're taking over the world.
They're going to ruin our lives
They're
by preventing our semi-final
surfing competitions in Australia where we don't even live. in nice, hot, sunny Australia.
So one of the semi-finalists was a little bit spooked getting into the water, but nobody was hurt. And one of the surfers quoted, I saw so many fish swimming under me, and I know that big fish follow the small fish. That's proof.
Yes, I'm just going to say yes.
But at least they had the good sense just to wait it out, let nature take its course, and wait for just the fish to swim on, really. Yeah, they didn't need to cull any sharks or risk anybody getting hurt or put any nets down or anything. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
you can't surf when there's too many fish.
You can't surf when there's too many fish. Okay, it's scary, I get it. But all I'm going to say is, have you seen the shallows? I know you've seen the shallows. There was no little fish there. There was a massive dead carcass whale, and then that brought a massive shark in. And no, dolphins do not count. Anyway, it's that time again.
Random videos of the week.
So the first video is from Vsauce, and they talk about who owns the moon.
Me. I own the moon. Yeah, I got a bit bored this time. I'm not going to lie, I took about 2 seconds picking these clips. I do apologise.
Well, there's that thing about, what was it, Matt Damon on The Martian.
Matt Damon.
Technically nobody owns this area, nobody owns this, so technically I'm a space pirate.
Yeah. Oh. If you're going to be a pirate, be a space pirate. Yeah.
The next frontier.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's kind of cool. They talk about it before. Apparently it's an older video, he's had to edit bits and bobs for it, but there's going to be a newer version coming out. Yeah, it's just an interesting subject. It's one of those things where you put your thinking cap on. That's what we like to do on Weird Wednesday, for some weird reason. Make you think. Anyway, the second video is from Jonathan Noyles. Sorry about that, John. Yep, John. As he does something underwater. Yeah, welding. Completely random video, but I was absolutely mesmerised.
It's cool.
I had it on loop. I mean, I was working really hard yesterday. I was not watching underwater welding for 7.5 hours.
There's a lot more to think about it, especially if you're using sort of oxyacetylene. So you don't get pockets.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool.
And that's it for this week's Weird Wednesday. If you missed last week's Scuba Tube, you can click on the link above us somewhere right now. Thanks for watching, guys, and safe diving.
Bye.